Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the garage. My name is Anthony. Wait, hold on just a second. There, that's better. Thrifting ain't easy. I'm feeling creepy. Comping diapers on my eBay app. Man, back-to-back videos. I think I'm finally starting to get in the habit of it, and hopefully I can continue the trend. So since it's the beginning of the year, I've been thinking a lot about goals and processes I can add. Not like huge, unattainable New Year's goals, but just like some simple processes that I want to add to try to grow this business in kind of a sustainable way. My ultimate goal would probably be to have a reselling business that is sustainable, completely independent of like third-party selling apps. A business where I don't have to rely on eBay or Amazon or anything like that. That is a tall order. That's tough. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but that's what I'll continue working towards. So with all that being said, I did make a little list here of some of the things I want to work on in the coming weeks and months and so on. First of all, there's YouTube. I definitely consider YouTube a big part of my business. I chose to do YouTube. I'm choosing to put the effort in to grow the channel, and I feel like it's really paying off. Honestly, it's probably the most fun part of my business. It's the part I enjoy the most. It's something I definitely don't take for granted. And in a way, I kind of see that it's getting me closer to that ultimate goal. For example, every time I post a video with a haul, I get emails from people that basically want to buy stuff, and I do a lot of viewer sales that way. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm grateful for it, and I want to be transparent about it. But basically, it's me using a platform that isn't built for selling items, and I'm using it to sell items. So that's pretty awesome. Having said that, since there is no real system in place, it gets a little clunky, and I probably do miss out on opportunities. So I do have some goals that hopefully will help to fix that a little bit. But also, one other thing I've done with YouTube, other than just make more videos, which is what I'm really working on and what's really going to grow the channel, I did add a merch shelf. Basically, a perk that I didn't even really consider is that once you reach 10,000 subscribers, you can add a merch shelf to your channel, either through like Teespring or Spreadshop. I'm using Spreadshop, and if you go to my channel and you scroll down below the video, it has some featured products, and these are basically just print-on-demand items like stickers and shirts and hats and hoodies and coffee cups. If you click on them, it brings you to my store. If you click on shop, it brings up all the products that are available. I think it's pretty cool, and there's actually already been a few orders come in. I don't see a huge commission on this. Let me kind of show you the breakdown. Basically there's the cost of the item, and then I get a few dollars on top of that. So I've had one person order a sticker and one person order a sticker and a shirt. I believe the stickers were $3, and if you see here, I get $1 of that. I think there's actually a 15% coupon right now, so this person used the coupon, so I got 85 cents from that sticker. And this shirt, I think it was around $18.99, and I got $4.25 of that. So the margins are definitely slim, but I basically have no inventory on hand. I don't have to do any of the fulfillment or anything. I still think the prices are pretty competitive. I'd like to make them a little bit cheaper, but I'll try to always have like a coupon code or something if anyone's interested. So yeah, I definitely consider YouTube a big part of my business, and it's a part that I appreciate immensely. The next thing, I do have a Big Cartel store. I usually link it down in the description, but I hardly ever put anything on it. But when I was looking at the analytics, I noticed that it gets a significant amount of traffic on its own. So I am definitely letting that opportunity fly by. Another step towards my ultimate goal is I'm going to list more stuff on my Big Cartel store. I think I'm going to kind of reserve it for odd or bizarre items that I don't really know how to describe, but I can take pictures of and just kind of say, there it is. Or like items that I buy in bulk that I don't necessarily want to break up on my own. I can put them on there. Like for instance, a while back at a yard sale, I bought all these watches here, and I just paid a certain price for like all these watches that need new batteries and stuff. But I'm probably not going to have the time to actually go through these and replace all the batteries. So I might just put something like that on my Big Cartel store. Give someone else a good deal, someone that wants to do the work, and I'll be done with it. It could be a win-win situation. So basically my goal with that is 10 items per week, or 10 lots, or just whatever per week. So basically people have incentive to go to the Big Cartel store and see what's new. 10 items per week is an average of 2 items per day, which is the metric that I'm going to try to meet. And then after a few weeks, we'll see how that's paying off. So the next item on my list is the antique booth. I love having an antique booth, and I am really wanting to grow it. I think it's a lot of fun to actually be in the retail space a little bit without having to worry about employees and overhead and all that stuff. I mean, that's what my rent takes care of. I mean, honestly, my long-term goal for the antique booth would be to make probably an extra $300 to $500 a month. So I don't think that's unattainable. And the way that I'm going to try to grow it is to make at least 2 trips to the antique booth per week, refreshing and bringing new inventory and so on. If I can maintain that, that would be about 500% more work than I put into it last month. And I think that I would definitely see some positive growth with just that small amount of effort. The next thing on my list is Mercari. Since I'm nowhere near my ultimate goal of not having to rely on third-party platforms, I really feel like my best course of action is diversification. Like, I've been doing a lot of stuff in like Facebook groups, selling that way. Like, for instance, at a garage sale not too long ago, I found a bunch of old pipes. So I joined a pipe collector Facebook group and have had quite a bit of success selling directly to collectors. The same with some slot cars I bought recently. Joined a Facebook group, sold them directly to collectors, and it was easy peasy. And I highly recommend that method if you have a lot of something. And I think it's a good way to move collectible things if you want to just be in direct contact with the collectors themselves. So to continue with my diversification, I want to give Mercari a fair shot. I think I joined Mercari back in 2017, and I posted like 2 items that were pretty good items, like a Walkman brand new in the package, and I can't remember what the other thing was, and they took weeks to sell. And when they finally did sell, it wasn't even for top dollar. However, over the last 6 months, I've kind of been dabbling in Mercari again, and I've been pleasantly surprised. Let me pull up my account here. So basically just dabbling for 6 months, I've sold $3,100 worth of product, minus the 40 or 50 I made off those other couple items back in 2017. So $3,100 in 6 months without trying. So I definitely think it's worth it to give Mercari a fair shot. There's a lot of things I like about it. It's super simple to list. I kind of like the shipping system they have set up. Certain weight categories ship for certain amounts of money, like up to 5 pounds is like $9.99 through UPS. So that's a pretty good deal. If I need to use like a padded flat rate or something, I just offer free shipping, bump up the price a little bit, and then I buy my labels through Pirate Ship. So I just kind of want to see what happens. So basically what I'm going to do is set a goal for 50 items per week on Mercari. That's an average of 10 items per day in a 5-day work week. And I mean, honestly, it's so easy that I don't think that'll be hard to do. So for these 3 goals, I did set up myself a little goal board, so so I can kind of track myself. Basically, I'm giving myself 4 weeks to see what kind of positive change these actions make. So every week I'll update this part, and then I'll write the numbers over here. So we have week 1, which is this week now. I'll make tally marks for every item I list, and hopefully I'll get to 50 before the end of the week. I'll make tally marks for each item that's sold on Mercari. I'll make tally marks for each item listed on Big Cartel, and I'll make tally marks for each item sold on Big Cartel. And then just this little strip down here for my booth trips. Hopefully there's at least 2 tally marks in there. And then at the end of the week, I'll move over here to week 1, and I'll put my Mercari listed number / my Mercari sold number, then my Big Cartel listed number / Big Cartel sold number, and hopefully have at least 2 booth trips per week on there. So basically these are just things I'm adding and things I want to track just to kind of revisit in a month or so and see if I think it's made a positive change. If it feels like it's taken more time than it's worth, then I'll reevaluate everything else I'm doing. Probably hang this board up. I gotta get some double-sided tape. So I'll probably just hang it up right over here on the outside of the garage door so I can always look over and see it. And I'll be updating it in the videos and everything, so we'll see what happens. I'll probably go ahead and list the Mercari account and the Big Cartel account in the description from now on, so you can kind of keep track of how I'm doing. And if you would happen to buy something from me on Mercari, just send me a quick message through there. Their messaging system is really easy, so I know that it's a viewer sale. I'm going to try to keep up with that sort of thing as well. 2 longer term goals that I've not really gotten into yet. One is, for a long time I've wanted to start a Facebook auction page. Didn't really know how to go about it, and then recently I was watching a Resell Dad video, and he basically showed how he started his Facebook auction page. So I'm pretty much going to take his advice. The reason I want to do a Facebook auction page is because I do a lot of bulk buys, and once I get it all separated, a lot of it ends up going to Goodwill. But I feel like if I took his advice, I could have a little Facebook auction page here for my hometown and maybe like the 2 or 3 neighboring cities. Post some lots up, start everything at $1, and then everything is porch pickup. And no matter what it sells for, that's what it sells for. The way he does his, he lets other people post auctions in there as well, as long as they follow a couple simple guidelines. So I think that's the way to go. He said it took about 3 months to grow his to 1,000 members, and he's seeing a lot of success that way. So over the next couple days, I'm gonna try to get that created, try to start recruiting some members, and see what happens with it. But I'll definitely keep you updated because I think that'll end up being pretty interesting. The other thing is I have never, ever sold on Etsy. And now a lot of the stuff I'm buying, I think would do pretty well on Etsy. I need to do some research because I have no idea how to sell on there. I think my first goal for Etsy is going to be by the end of January, I want to have a store or an account or whatever you call them on Etsy with at least 10 items. Then I'll start making other goals for it, but that's my only goal right now. So if anyone has Etsy advice, definitely let me know because I am a total noob when it comes to Etsy. So I think that's all pretty manageable as far as goals go, as far as additions go, as far as cohesiveness goes. You'll probably be seeing more of this board, and I'll definitely talk about the successes and the failures as they come. So that's basically all I got for you for this video. I need to go do some straightening, I think. But as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye. When they hear that cha-ching and they all look at me, I guess they'll know I'm buying this crap.